So here we are again, hopefully in focus. If not, I'm not using this bit. And still on the Mic Mini, on the EOS M. Yeah, DJI brought this out about a year ago. And at the time of launch, it was 169 quid for the complete combo set, which includes 2 microphones and a receiver, various other cables, a bunch of these little windshields. And yeah, it's got noise cancelling and a range of about 400 metres, which is beyond what you might want to film with a camera. I don't know about where you live, but being 400 metres away from your camera is probably not a good idea. But they're very good. Got a certain amount of wind resistance. Do another test with the noise cancelling, so you'll hear it dip. Check the little yellow lights on. And yeah, so it's in noise cancelling mode. I'll check that back when I'm back at home. But yeah, so they came out at 169 quid, which is kind of beyond my means for a microphone. I don't know about you, but you know, it's fairly cheap in the prosumer market, I guess. And I was wondering how much they were going to be second hand for the 2 mic and receiver combo with the charging box, which is very cool. Nice little unit, good to have. Gives you an idea of the remaining charge. It's got plenty of room for the other mic and the receiver and the pop shield and a USB-C converter. Very handy. It's been reviewed a lot of times, especially when it first came out. But the reason for this video is now that it's 65 quid at Argos, run and get it, because it's even affordable, even someone as cheap as me. And yeah, so I think I'm just using it for the first time in anger. If, you know, you may never see this video if it comes out badly. So yeah. So I finally found a use for a civvy use for a rank slide. On my new Helicon jacket there's a little magnet here, and it's holding very securely the microphone right in the middle of my chest. Great placement. Magnet works through the rank slide, and yeah. And this little yellow light you might be able to see is indicating that the noise reduction is on. So I can turn that off again, and you should be able to hear the stream. Push the power button. That goes off, and the little green light is on to say that it's connected to the receiver, which is plugged in using the microphone in port on my Canon EOS M. So yeah, it finally became cheap enough. Originally when it came out, one of the microphones on its own, without the charging box or another microphone or the receiver or any of the other gadgets, was 60 quid. So it's come down, you know, it's basically a third of what it was, which at that point I knew I needed to go and get them and at least try them out. That's kind of affordable money. So the audio for this is being recorded on my DJI Mic Mini, which I just got the other day. Spent yesterday messing around with the various settings and stuff like that. Learned a few things about it as far as older kit goes. It's currently plugged into my Canon EOS M with the wireless receiver plugged into the microphone port. This is the microphone, and currently got it on normal noise. Just going to do a quick test with sound reduction. Little yellow light comes on this side, and it should be fine. So let's see if that's recorded. So a couple of bits of kit. I really like the DJI Mic Mini. Obviously my opinion might change if I get back and there's no audio, but I'm hoping that the Apple the iPhone is recording it properly. So yeah, so I'll just switch off the noise dampening so you can enjoy the sounds of nature. So yeah, so hopefully this is all recording and going well and stuff. But yeah, find a nice peaceful spot. I got out for a bit. Now, as far as Android phones go, I've tried it out on my Samsung A33, which is a generation or so too old, and Samsung kind of reduces the features on the A series, or it wouldn't connect via the USB-C connector, but you can buy a USB-C to headphone jack, and then again plug in a stereo to headset connector, so that if you're looking for it on eBay, it's TRS to TRRS, which can, you know, separates out the microphone feed and feeds it in as if you're wearing a Bluetooth headset type thing. So you probably, if you're going to use, you know, something that only had a USB thing, but you couldn't connect the receiver via USB, what you could do is, have the analog output, the jack output from the receiver, go into a TRRS connector into a headset adapter for USB-C. On the Samsung S10 that I've got, but is a bit balked, it plugs fine into the USB-C connector. So it's something to do with Samsung's setup of USB-C. But this is basically the thing I found out yesterday that I'd want to share, which is why this is different. Not only has it become unbelievably cheap as a setup for your microphone, so fire and forget audio, awesome. But you can actually connect it to much older hardware, which nobody seems to talk about. Everybody's got like brand new iPhones and brand new cameras and stuff. So it does work with a lot of older kit. If you're using an SLR or a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, it will plug straight into your microphone jack on your camera. If it's an older phone which only has a headphone jack or has got an older type USB-C port, you can plug, as long as you use the triple connector, the TRRS connector to stereo connector. So again, if you're looking on eBay, TRS to TRRS, it'll actually hook it up and just assume it's a headset and connect up your audio that way. So hopefully that's a trial on two types of hookup. It's hooked it up to the mirrorless DSLR, hooked it up to the iPhone SE, which is a very old iPhone at this point. But yeah, I'm super impressed. You'll get 48 hours worth of work out of one of these setups, which is amazing. The case will recharge it. They're really good. Go and look at better reviews on YouTube, because there are loads of them that came out about a year ago. It's just that it's a completely different proposition at £65, where you can walk into Argos, pick it up, you can order it off Amazon for the same price. You could probably shave a few quid off it if you're buying it off eBay, but literally the walk in and pick up price, I just had to go and get it. It's an excellent piece of kit. 2 microphones, 4 windshields, these fluffy things. It's got noise cancelling. It's got a really long range for decent output. And they last for ages, about 11 hours per microphone between recharges. So yeah, check it out. It's well worthwhile at this price point. But that probably means DJI are about to bring out a new Mic Mini, but who cares? It works and it's cheap. So this is my public service announcement about the DJI Mic Mini. I've got another piece of game-changing camera equipment in that I've got a little remote monitor that will interact with Android and iPhones, which essentially means that you can frame up your shooting on your own, which has always been a problem for me. So I've always had really offset stuff. But with this, it's a tiny little monitor that communicates via Wi-Fi, and it's got a Bluetooth connection, which means that I can stop and start the video from here without getting up and having to press the buttons. And I can make sure that it's maintaining recording. It does go a bit juddery when you're recording at high resolution, because it's designed to just sit on the back of your phone rather than be at some distance. I'm about 3 feet away. But it does at least give you the chance to set up your shot and record really, really easily. And this one was just £12 from AliExpress. So literally go and get one. It changes the whole game. I'm really super impressed with it. It's like a little 3.5 inch screen, but it saves you so much mucking about. It means you can connect it in and just do all sorts of things without needing another person to set up your shots for you. It's really good for shooting stuff on a table or shooting stuff facing the camera, because you want to use the rear camera on most mobile phones because it's generally the best one. So yeah, run out and get one from AliExpress. And yeah, so that's it for now. So take care. I'll speak to you soon.